Listen to that saxophone. Oh, listen, none of you can see that, but I was looking back and forth between the monitor and the drink I was pouring, and then I looked back at my drink at the very last second, only to find it overflowing, or rather, the fizz had bubbled up completely over the top, but was just shy of spilling over. And it turns out it was just perfect and did not actually spill over, but like, goddamn, it was about the last liquid friction possible for that to not happen. Shouldn't be a bartender. Listen, I actually think I would be a fine bartender. I just, they don't pour fizzy drinks that often at bars, and also they're not working on a stream and shit. I don't know, whatever. I am a master of the pour, I will have you now. Actually, rip with the ads right when I'm arguing back with the actually. No way.
Don't strain yourself. Eon Omnisia. Your silence is a blessing. I bet even your absence would bring more joy. Maybe work on your hearing, or don't. Either way, it's a win. Kuso.
Fucking clapped. Hex clapping Eon. Amazing. Your silence is a blessing. Well, you heard it here first, folks. I know. The absolute gumption. How's everybody doing today? It is Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. Dude, I'm so tired, and I'm so fucking stupid. I've scheduled things like all weekend and next weekend and the weekend after, and then like in like several different things in June. Like I'm cooked. Dear God, I hope it's Friday. Yeah, fuck me, dude. Oh man, yeah, it's unexpected work this weekend, so yeah, let's go. That's good. That's good to hear. That's exciting. Not me staring at my model. Anyway, so yeah, it was funny. I was talking with my wife earlier tonight at dinner, and I had sort of, I don't know if I'd say it's an epiphany, but I found it interesting that in the VTubing community, I think that a lot of people see VTubers through clipping channels rather than through shorts or TikTok. Obviously, shorts and TikTok also have a big influence, but it just sort of occurred to me that there is a distinction between clips and shorts. Well, there's actually several, but I think it's very interesting how they can be received very differently as forms of content, even though they are stylistically very similar to each other, because shorts are obviously in a finally out of advert jail. Let's go. Shorts are served up in a fashion that you don't get to browse. You just keep swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping. And because of that, you sort of have to structure a short in a way that is engaging literally before the short starts, so that your brain is immediately picking up on it, because otherwise you'll just swipe past it because you don't know what you're seeing. And I think that is a pretty key difference with something like a clip, or a clip compilation, because with clips, you get to have a thumbnail that tells you what you're in store for. So like when you see a clip and it says, Bao has never been this down bad, you know that it's a clip of Bao being down bad, and maybe you don't want to see that, or maybe you do, and you click on it. But if it was a short, you'd have to either start right on it, or you'd have to trust that you wanted to see what was coming. And I think that that's an interesting distinction. There's also a question of duration, where clips are sometimes a minute or less, but sometimes they're a couple minutes, especially when it's a compilation. And I think it's sort of interesting that clips are sort of break a mold of what I feel like has become the meta on YouTube of longer form videos and highly produced videos, which isn't to say that clips are not produced, but they are much shorter. And I think it's interesting that clips seem to be a thing that really only exists for streamers in the sense that they are not on shorts. They are, like I said, they are on shorts as well, but non-shorts clips being a thriving market, I think is really interesting, because maybe it's due to the fact that live streams are more freeform and take a lot of time to invest in, that being able to catch a 1 or 2 minute clip of some of the highlights is kind of enough to sate you. But sometimes it's really difficult to edit those into a shorts format, both because of the time constraint, but also because of the mobile constraint that you have to be in a vertical POV. And I think that the vertical POV is really bad for showing off the situations that that tongue, I don't know why my tongue just flipped out there. I think that the mobile vertical POV is really difficult to add context to whatever you're working, like whatever you're doing, because you have to do the cut thing where you have the VTuber on the top or the bottom, and then you like kind of cut some random shit out of the middle. It's really hard to tell what exactly is happening, especially if it's from a gameplay clip. And hi, Mochi. Hi. How are you doing? I saw you played the Corone boxing game today. My God. I was just talking about how I think it's interesting that VTubing and streaming in general are one of the sort of have a unique thing in that a lot of people will watch clips, clipping channels and clips, either instead of or in addition to shorts, but that content, even though it seems like it should overlap, is honestly kind of its own audience and has its own appeal. And I think that that's interesting that that still exists, because I was just saying, I don't really feel like that exists for other types of video content to be edited down into just like a best of, which I think it's interesting. And I certainly like clips better. I think that it, again, also the wide aspect ratio allows you to be a little bit more creative with memes. I feel like when you're watching clips that are edited well, they'll include a lot of visual gags, which is a lot harder to get on a short. I feel like the only shorts that I see of VTubers are just a vertical format of the VTuber and nothing else. And maybe once in a while, there's like a little bit of, you know, a little bit of editing magic, but I feel like it's a lot harder to get like prop comedy and things like that into shorts just because of the aspect ratio. And yeah, also, like I said, I find browsing shorts and TikTok really annoying most of the time. So I think it's interesting, and it might be something worth looking into, I guess, myself, to like work in more of a clip angle rather than a shorts angle. I don't know. I maybe I just feel like I'm not very funny on shorts, but I can be a little bit funnier with either more context or more, I don't know, prop comedy, things like that. But anyway, just some musings I was having, as I think that all of the industry is sort of eating itself and trying to have everyone become everyone else at the same time, you know? Ka-chunk. Got that recycling can. Ka-chunk. Does anybody have any fun plans for this weekend? Or mostly just not working? Also, Mochi, when are you starting your job? Congratulations once again. I know I said it before, but... Apartment hunting? Oh, that is a rip. Kind of annoying. I mean, maybe you'll find something really sick that you like, but yeah, overall, that's really annoying. And also just moving sucks ass. Enjoying the sunlight. Oh, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I just went to dinner and asked for the shadowy part of the restaurant because I didn't want to be in the limited sunlight that we have. Truly, I am the epitome of the basement dwelling gremlin. The Daystar burns. Exactly. Exactly. You understand. We're on the same page here. Well, with all that said, I think I can just start up my gunpla-ing. And we got a long way to go still, and the night is young, but I'll get tired pretty quick bending over in an awkward position to do this. So let me just flip this baby on. Oh, what does the title mean? Spite chat? You know, it's about something that I'm not talking overly much about. But let's see. What was I? Okay, turn off my desk. Yeah. Yeah, there was a, you know, there was a bit of a situation in the VTubing community this past day. And ew, it's my hand. A situation? Yeah, exactly. Phrasing intended. Yeah, Mochi asked if I was gonna make a story on it. I think I'm not. I can talk about it briefly, but I'm not planning to overly dwell on it. But basically, it involved a VTuber getting doxxed a while ago. Couldn't be me, Mochi. Listen, you always tell me that I should go fucking die and whatever. So just, you know, listen. And if you're British, we can give you this one. And anyway, got doxxed and kind of let it lie for several years because he was kind of afraid that the person who doxed him would just like go apeshit with that information, because like obviously if you are capable of doxing somebody, you can reveal it more publicly than you did. And so he kind of just swept it under the rug and tried to get over it. And it all came to a big head where he sort of found out that she had been sort of downplaying how serious it was in private, and that pissed him off, and he started talking about it, and he kind of broke down crying on stream the other day. And then yesterday, while he was live on stream, one of his friends started dumping a bunch of screenshots of a Discord group that was basically dedicated to talking shit about him and joking about how they wanted to get him canceled, or how they were going to dox him again, or how it was like time for doxing 2.0, or well, like, so sort of like, yeah. So, and anyway, so I'm calling it a spite chat because I didn't really want to put hate in my title on Twitch because I don't know about Twitch TOS on that kind of thing. But for all intents and purposes, it was basically a hate chat. And it turns out that the names of several of the people in this group hate chat are members of a sort of up and coming stream team, the Mofongo Boys. And like 3 of the 4 of them were in it. And the 4th one was like sort of low key, what's the word I'm looking for? Implicated, but like didn't know about all this stuff. So now he has left that group and they're kind of imploding. Anyway, it's a huge shit show, and I'll talk about it during this segment, but I'm not going to make it a specific video because I think there's a couple things. I think that I don't want to center all of my discussion pieces on drama and or blow-ups. This, I hesitate to call it drama because it's more serious than drama, but I think you take my meaning. And I think that when you're talking about smaller, in air quotes, creators, it's a little bit like closer to me, and I don't really want to be like touching things that small. Like, I think there's a certain level of abstraction when you're speaking about a large corporate VTuber or a large corporate entity of VTubers than it is with an independent VTuber that's not quite as big. Kenny is very big. Kenji, rather, is very big. I mean, you know, he's like 160,000 followers on Twitter. Like, he is very big. So he's not like small. He's not actually that close to me, but there's something that feels a little bit closer to my circles in size and scope. And I just don't think I necessarily really want to cover it. And also, honestly, I don't really know Kenji that well. And I don't really know most of the parties involved that well. And so it's difficult for me to offer my opinion on that type of thing, because I deliver more of my news stuff as like news and opinion combined. And it's a little bit difficult to make my opinion on it when I'm not that familiar with it. And even though I watched the whole stream, it was still like a lot of it was very heated emotional talk. So it was kind of difficult to parse out, and other people are going to talk about it anyway. So, you know, combination of not necessarily wanting that to be what my brand is about, and also not wanting to feel like I'm climbing off clout of a huge catastrophe that is like seriously awful in nature, and not when you're clowning on Nijisanji or Hololive or any of the other big agencies, there's an aspect of like, they should have professional HR people for this kind of shit. And so that sort of gives you that layer of abstraction of saying like, this is a company messing up. But when it's a group of people that have like very personal beef with each other, I think that there is a difference in how it's covered. And that's just not really something I want to like cover, you know. Like I said, I'm fine like talking about it, but I'm not gonna like turn it into a video because other people are gonna do that. And it's definitely interesting how it can kind of expose your personal sphere within the group or like the industry, in that I'm gonna scoot over a little bit here for the model. You know, like it's like everybody seems to know all of these people, and I barely know one of them. So, which is just interesting. But you know, I don't know. Anyway, when last we left off, we had this much of our model done. Le torso. Oh, I gotta like. Anyway, yeah, Mochi, if you're still here, my hands are probably the same size as yours, which is hilarious because I'm like modestly taller than you, I think. These little girly hands. And next up, we're gonna start. You're 6 feet? Oh shit. Sheesh. Never mind, just kidding. Well, then you. I say I thought I knew your height and that you were like, you know. You're 5'3". Oh, okay. But still, even with that said, I would be willing to bet that our hands are about the same size because my hands are teeny tiny. Okay, all right. So I gotta get a little bit back in the swing of things here. I gotta move my cuddy bits over here. Gotta... Okay. Gotta start moving all my pieces that I'm gonna use for the next section. Let's see. So we need A, which is white. Okay. Let's see. F1, clear green, baby. There you go. All right. F1, clear green. F2, clear. G1, yellow. Very convenient when there's ones that are only, and there's only one of a given color. Makes it much easier. H1, gray. Gray? That's me. Also, Mochi, did you sign up for the Guinness World Records largest VTuber collab ever? Ah, come on, you bastards. Oh, that's not even the right one. Damn. You should look up Elara. E-L-A-R-A. She tweeted about it maybe 2 days ago. She is aiming to have 1,000 players participating in a massive Fall Guys tournament with $1,500 in prizes and being in the Guinness World Records. As far as I know, it is pretty much just open to to be in. So, if you're interested, I won red and J1 red. Is that this one? J1 red. Cool. Okay. All right. Those are all the pieces I need for the head. I can move all the rest of these pieces out of the box for the time being. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up getting the seeing about the LED kit, and then I didn't. Oh, that's okay. Okay. 3 stickers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So, J11 is this one. Gotta look and see what y'all are seeing so that I can judge what it looks like. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna pop out my preview. There we go. All right. J1, F1, 3, F1. F1 is the green one. Okay. And it's F1 number 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And A13. Okay. Do a 13. Oh yeah, Mochi, I didn't hear. When do you start work? Dun, dun, dun. That all looks good. And then this is gonna have the sticker on the green part, which kind of hard to see, to be honest. Interesting. So that goes. Okay. Thank you for the lurk, Mochi. I appreciate it as always. A good sibling. Lurking. Yeah, okay. Kind of like the eyes. Kind of hard to see. Oh, yeah, that kind of catches light nicely, though. Okay. So... J1. So this goes like this, and then... What am I looking at? The classic question with Gunpla. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. So I think this goes maybe together like this? Barely holds together. And then this piece goes in like this. Hey, Kiri, how are you doing? Mochi's lurking. I don't know if she's actually here anymore. We're putting together a Gundam. This is a faceplate right now. That's gonna be anyway. Ah, how are you doing, Kiri? How's your Friday doing? Are you as tired as I am? Because boy, am I tired. Ooh, number 1. Looks like this is supposed to go on right. Nope. Like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Now we're cooking. We're cooking a little bit here. 1 and then J1 2. Ah, that's J1. Okay. I know. Did Kiri just like drop in and then drop out immediately? In the way that Kiri do? Her silence says everything. Let's see. So these, and then this goes in like this? Oh. Or does this go through here? Wait, hold on. No, this goes up the front. Wait, is this supposed to actually, like, attach? It would attach if I did it right. Uh-huh. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. We'll see how this all comes together in a minute here.
Like you caught a cold. Blue 3 Kirby. I'm sure your infectious enthusiasm is spreading. Keep it contained within your own little bubble. The world is too fragile for your hype. Barker.
What? How did she hallucinate that you got a cold? I don't understand. Classic Kiri Star Year. I need to, like, come up with a nickname for her that, like, encapsulates the fact that she just stops by for 1 second. She stops by like the speed of light. Temporary. Hey, Shoto, how you doing? Let's see. Yeah, so like these go in like that? Is that yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. That's okay. We got half a head there. I'm starting to see the method to the madness. Okay. 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 Like a shooting star. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now. Okay. A 12 and a 7. Cut out 7. And 12. Ooh. That one seems really easy to fuck up if you're not paying attention when you're clipping that one. Okay. Okay. So this goes in here somewhere, but where? Like here, maybe? Looks like it says it's supposed to click, though. Let's see. It's like... Wait. Is this... Oh, do I have this backwards? I probably do, huh? Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Those clicks are good sounds. Those clicks are the sounds you want. It starts fitting together. Okay. All right. Cool. Gotcha. Okay. Apply stickers before assembling. Yes. Okay. A5. Huh? Oh, H126. Okay. A5 and H126. You put a photo of the instructions on the screen too? No. I not easily. I don't have photos of them, and my phone is not connected to my computer, to my OBS, or my file system, and there are many pages to this manual. And I also don't know how I would put it on screen. I mean, where I would put it, right? Like, this is what I am working with right now. I don't know if that helps, but like, it's probably not even clear enough to be perfectly honest. Come on. Kind of surprised it's not auto-focusing, but let's see. So this is A5. Gotta just clean this bad boy up a little bit. Okay. Yeah. I suppose in the future I could take like a slideshow of photos and like navigate around those that way. That's probably something for future streams that would be a good idea. Smart idea. H126. Which one is H1? F1, F2, G1. Ah, it's this gray one. Okay. H126. Feeling a little bit more of a lo-fi beat tonight. Just, you know, synthwave's like a little too upbeat. I'm just a little tired, you know, just a wee little tired. I'm still not sure why the red balance of this is like so red. I feel like my hands are not this red at all. And it looks like I have sticker number 2, which is this one. And let's see. So goes like right on that end, I think. It's a very small sticker. Sometimes I just use the X-Acto knife to put the stickers on. Or at least to get it started. Just because it's a small surface. There we go. Like dangerous tweezers. Exactly. See? Yes, exactly. You understand perfectly. Let's see. So this goes in here. Oh, look at that. That's snug, perfect fit. And this goes in here. Wait. Hold. Let me... Oh, I was supposed to do that first? Well... And yes, okay, great. Fine, don't worry about it, he says. There we go. Sticker in first. Then I see. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. We have the beginnings of a beginnings. That honestly more than beginnings of a head. It does. It looks like a face. It do be looking face like. Number 4. Ooh. Okay. All right, I'm going to get some tweezers because these ones are a little bit more difficult to get on straight. So I will be right back. In theory, I could code it so that all of the too many hexes had booba. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to. That's the short answer. Now, these are actually not tweezers at all. They are meant for various skincare, but they're kind of perfect for applying stickers because they are so long and thin on the very edge that you can get most of the sticker down. Like so. Yeah. And it's rounded at one end. Yeah, look at that. Listen, unlike with the water stickers, that actually went really well. Okay, great. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now I will say the downside to these is they're also dangerous because they're very sharp because they're meant to pierce skin. So they are also danger tweezers. Get you some of that liquid pour ASMR, baby. Danger noodles? I don't know. Where's Fang? Where's Fang when I need a danger noodle? Okay. Let's see. Stickers. Okay. And then F211. Ah, yes. Okay. That one's going to be very difficult to see with it being transparent and shiny. I think that these go over that. Yeah, they kind of just like rest right on top of that to give it protection, which is kind of nice. Just fits so snugly. It's like a perfect over the top. And then F1, 5, and 6, which is gonna be these two. It's kind of cool to like layer a base and then a sticker and then a translucent layer and then a colored layer on top of that. Okay, that's 6, that's 5, and then I'm gonna look at, so this is facing the front, so then 6 goes here with, so 6 is on this side. Clean this off a little bit, make sure that it fits snugly. And it's got a little bit of a thing like that, which covers that nice and snug. Beautiful. Beautiful. These are, I know I gush about them every time. They're so goddamn cool. They're just so fucking cool. I love them. All right, those click on. Huh? Oh, wow. 9, 8, and 2. Okay. All right, so we got some like multi-cutting here. 9, then 8, then 2. So 9. It's interesting because these ones are more flexible and you can actually like feel the difference in the plastic when you're cutting it because it has more give. Okay. 9. Thank you. And then there's like these little strands in here that like clearly have something to do with the molding. It's kind of fascinating. And is it telling me? Okay, there's only one of these. So this is 9. 9 goes on top. Then it's 8. There's my ads. I was gonna say I saw those emotes before that Kirby just sent, and I assumed that it was my ads because I knew it was about that time. But it wasn't. You were just being sweet. And then it was my ads. Okay. 8. Also got this little chunk here that we're getting rid of. And we're going to clean this up a little bit. Is that? Yeah, it's just the one. Okay. That one, then that one, then number 2. Okay, so how does this work? This... Huh? Ah, they snap together like that. Okay. Hey, yo, no, we don't do lyrics here. We don't do any vocals. That's not the jam. And then 2. Ow. Ow. Oh. Okay. Okay. Understood. Understood. Ah. Okay. And then H128. Which one is H1? H1. No, that's J1. F1 is H1. Oh. One is H1. G. Oh, H. There we go. H128. Okay. And then let's see, how does that connect? So first, this connects into the back. That seems like it'd be right. And then this one, imagine goes like this. Like hold it in place. Yeah. Okay. All right. Got ourselves some back hair. Turn the part like, okay. Turn the part as in turn the whole thing around, not like the hair part. I was gonna say, if it was gonna have me like rotate this hair, that would be crazy, but not out of character for Gunpla, because they actually have parts that like are integrated together that you then rotate once you've taken it off the sprue, but it is already that. Oh yeah, now we're cooking with Gundam. Okay. Okay, and I1, 3, and 4. Yeah. You lagging, VTube Studio? Why you like this? Stop. Okay. I1, 3, and 4. Yep, that's as predicted. This entire piece is basically just the hair piece. Looks like ads. Womp, womp, wampus, wampus. Come on. Ew, that one's ugly. Oh, hold on. Gotta clean that shit up. Okay, and then these go into these slits. Yeah, okay. Sick. Oh, interesting. So, wait. When do we connect this to the torso? Wait, hold on. Arms. Shoulders. Yeah, that should be able to connect now. But does this just like connect by virtue of oh yeah, there we go. All right, we got ourselves Got ourselves a headpiece, baby. Okay. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. Now we got to assemble all the arms. Okay. So, A, B gray, B, a B. Why is it puking hair? It's not puking hair. It's like all around it, and technically they are heat dispersal / data management cables. After it has ejected its armor, and they are all like, so like think the cables inside your tower that are connected between your graphics card and your power supply and stuff like that.
Because even the game can't handle your harebrained ideas, Blue 3 Kirby. It's probably envious of your follicles. But hey, maybe it's a new feature for stylish vomit. Kuso.
Hex is really getting some weird ones tonight. But yeah, no, it's like they pulled out of the armor, and that's how they're like connected to the under armor, because this is like the like skeletal armor beneath it. Oh, there's 2 C's. Okay. Great. And there's 2 D's. Nuts. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's see. 2 D's, 1 E1 white. Yes. E2 white. Yes. God, this is really using all of them, isn't it? F1 clear green. Got it. Getting increasingly unstable. Clear. H1 gray. H1 and H2 gray. Okay. So that's H1 gray and H2 gray. Hey, Shog. I am currently marshaling all of the pieces that go into the arms, which is most of the kit. There are only like 4 sprues that are not involved in the arms. But I like to separate them out because it makes it a little bit easier. We just finished the head. Yes, and then the stickers and the holograph. Great. Okay. We just finished the head. Just like lay this gently down here. The head has been formed, that's right. So we now have a Nadleeh torso head, including solar reactor area for LEDs should I choose to buy them, that is retractable. Yeah. Hey, Macarosi, how you doing? Okay. Tightly fit the parts as far as they will go. That's the motto I live by, I'll tell you. Let's see. D12, C28, and D11. Okay. Oh, God. All right. I'm going to move a little bit of this stuff. Maybe into piles. Maybe into lesser piles so that I can sort it a little bit easier. Let's see. D and C. So neither of these. Oh, and I have to do this twice? Oh, God, no. Hi, Lily. How's it going? We are in peak form tonight. Let's see. D's nuts and C's nuts. D's nuts. Okay. Great. And then eventually I'll need an E. Disgusting. All right. Let's get the C's out of the way first, I guess. So, C28. Oh my God, who's put me in a
jar? Mecha Rosie, how dare you? How dare. I can't believe you've done this. C28. And B 11 and 12. Doo, doo, doo. You like the Helium Gundam narration? I bet you do. Oh. Golden rule of Gunpla. Never build Gunpla over something that you can't deal with the part dropping into. Because it will happen. Inevitably. Okay. Alright. Little awkward. 0 days since the last jar incident. Yeah. Okay. So, this... gotta clean. Once again, viewers, do not do what I am doing unless you are highly trained and I didn't tell you to do it. It's fine. Be better than me. Okay. Then... E12, right, goes like this. Yeah, it says fit them as snugly as you can. This one goes like this. Now, I feel like these are supposed to connect. As in, like, yeah, there you go. You gotta, like, really reef it in there. That is a very tight fit. Indeed, and indeed, that is what she said. But anyway, this is seriously, actually very difficult. And were I a man with lesser fingernails, they would be broketh. Okay, and then E1 and E2, 7. Wow. Yeah. Okay. E1, 7. Let's see.
here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The fun part of having preset destinations means that you will come out of the jar incorrectly. It's fine. So then this way and this way. Guess it's better than coming into the jar incorrectly. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, and then we got to do that again. The thing that I hate about the arms and the legs is that you have to do everything twice. And it's like kind of no matter what you do, it's kind of difficult to like figure out exactly what the best way to do it is. Whether to do it like one segment and then the whole segment again, or like one piece at a time twice in tandem, like in parallel. In sequence versus in parallel, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. D11 and 12. I think I like to do them in sequence a little bit more so that you don't accidentally mix up parts. You know? Same thing happened last time. Don't worry about it. Okay. D11, 12. That looks good. This one. This looks good. 13 possible when working on a model. The posture check? I mean, how closely I will actually do it is perhaps up for debate. Let's see. And then, so D. Where was the other C? Was this the other C? C 28. No, so it's another C. H1, H2. Yeah, there we go. C, I will stretch in just a minute. How's that? Okay. Okay. All right, we'll stretch. Oh. 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 God. Okay. Sheesh. Okay, then we'll follow these instructions again. Little side goes in as far as it can. Honestly, quite painful. What the fuck? I have a tracking chip on my wallet, and which is very helpful. That lets me find my wallet if I'm missing it, or conversely, if I have my wallet but not my phone, I can press a button on the thing, find my phone. But when the wallet's in my pocket and I'm sitting sideways in a computer chair, my pocket decided that I was trying to find my phone, and then my phone started ringing with a jingle that I never hear. And I assumed it was something else making noise for a second. It's like, what the fuck is that sound? Like, what is that music? What's happening? Why? Okay. E27. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is definitely funny. All right, E2. Surprise! I found it. I found it. When you accidentally haunt yourself, exactly. Like, well, at first, it almost kind of sounded like stream background music for somebody else, you know? And I was like, did I leave a tab open somewhere on somebody's stream that was like gone, but they've started now? And then it's like just started playing starting soon music or something. But no. There we go. Okay. Great. All right. We got this piece in here twice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, just Fridays. You know what I mean? Okay. Ka-chonk. Huh? Okay. Got some interesting instructions up next. We are going to be... Oh, that lighting is truly awful. We're going to be putting together these two pieces and then bending one of those holographic plastic strips into place so that it stays there. Should be interesting. C24 and 25. Doing this twice. Fascinating. Hey, Shog, are you still here? I noticed that you were panel lining. Do you use the markers to panel line? And if so, have you ever tried any, like the Tamiya paints? I feel like there's advantages to both. I've only used the paints because I come from a model painting background. Want to get some pores type? Yeah, because the really cool thing about like the Tamiya ones is that the capillary effect lets you basically just like touch it into a tiny crack and it'll just like all down it. Downside is that sometimes that can be a little bit hard to get it perfectly in. You have to be careful sometimes because it can eat the plastic if you don't top coat and prime. I think, well, it depends on the type of Tamiya that you get. Because I think it's just a Tamiya wash, not a... The Tamiyas do have some that are... That will eat plastic. That's for sure. You do have to be careful about that. I have one that I use for blood effects, blood and gore, on minis that would be truly bad. That would probably be dangerous with the plastics. You can smell that shit when you open it up. Let's see. Okay, so it goes like this, I think. This feels right, and then wait, what the fuck? Oh, like this? Ah, yeah, okay. I recognize this configuration as like a knee of some kind. Or arm. I guess it is an arm. It's probably the elbow. Started out as a kid with model building cars and planes using testers. Yeah. That tracks. Let's see. Okay, so this is holographic part A. Okay. We're using this bad boy. Gotta be like careful how to like get this out of here. I wonder if I'm supposed to like cut it out. Okay. A and the top is up. Okay. So you have to be sure that you like do these the right order Let's see. Have you ever done like model like wargaming models or like D&D miniatures or anything like that? So huh? Okay. So it looks like we're doing this. And then the front goes like this. And then we jack it in. Oh, like here? Oh. Oh, naruhodo. Oh. So. So. Okay, okay. Interesting. Huh. Fascinating. I think that's right. Huh. Okay. Okay. Bought some stuff to Kit Bash, but he never got around it. Nah, super tiny. I'd probably F him up. Yeah. It definitely takes some practice, and I used to be dog shit at it. And I got a lot better. And I learned a lot of techniques that aren't actually that hard, but go a long way to like making it look fine. You know what I mean? It's kind of like making thumbnails, you know, and then you're like, oh, like there's just a function to do drop shadow, you know, that you just click and then it just goes. There's kind of the same thing with mini painting a lot of the time, with certain things you can do that make things look a lot better really easily. But like definitely helps to have someone show you. Okay, I gotta do this again. C24 and 25. Nice, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. 24 and 25. I was never super into like model trains and stuff, but like my dad and I used to have a miniature helicopter that actually like could fly. It wasn't an RC helicopter because it would kind of just only go up and then crash. We used to call it crash copter. But it was, it was a hardy little sucker. Also super unsafe now that I think about it, and like I'm sure it couldn't be sold today because it like flies up and then drops to the earth. And it's kind of heavy. It do be kind of heavy. Let's see. So like this and this, right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Great. And then we get hologram A again. True. Yeah, we also did some of the rockets too with those like little mini booster like firework things that were, yeah. It's amazing the kind of shit that they'll let you build pretty easily. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not actually that dangerous. Yeah, okay, this is this. And so then we go like this. And like this. Okay. Okay. 2 of them arm elbow things. You ever play with lawn darts? No. I played like regular darts, which are, sharp, but only like an inch long. I did play, listen, what I did play, I got a sword from my grandma when I was a kid, though. And we did play a game which my dad taught to me, where we would stand with our feet at shoulder width apart and then throw the sword to be like slightly outside of of the other person's feet, and then you had to like widen your stance each time. I don't know why the fuck we thought yeah, that's the one. Lord. Very unwise. Yeah, no, we played that. I did not know the name of it. Let's see. C26. C25, 26. Although, I guess my dad was in the Scouts, which is probably where he learned it. Maybe. We did play with bottle rockets in PVC pipes and made like homemade little mini bazooka guns that we shot at each other. You gotta... Yeah. See, yeah, I was gonna say that's same. I realized that you were in Scouts also, and that could very much explain the common... Dad probably played it originally with like hatchets, Yeah. Okay, let's see. So then this sucker goes on like this. Oh yeah, just snugly fits in there. Which is nice. And then we do that again. Oh, come on now. Come on, you can fit. It'll fit. Come on. Fine, you won't fit? I'll make you fit. All right, let's see what's causing this to not fit. And we'll clean it up a little bit while I'm at it. Big Daddy Twitch, don't pay attention to the fact that I'm using knives very close to my fingers. It's fine, don't worry about it. Had horseshoes, lawn darts, and all sorts of horrible things? Yeah. I mean, I feel like horseshoes aren't that bad. As long as you're just being even slightly smart. But I don't know. Horseshoes are still around as a game. Let's see here. I think if there's any other, like, really stupid games I used to play. Thankfully, I didn't win any stupid prizes, like they say. Okay. Dropped one on her face? I mean, like, that's kind of... I'm not gonna... okay, I'll just not say it. But it's kind of hard to drop a horseshoe on your own face. But, I mean, throwing heavy pieces of metal is, dangerous. Oh, thank God. Okay. Let's see. H, D, and C. Okay. C, D, and H1. Threw it up in the listen, you can hurt yourself by being willfully stupid with lots of things. H11 and H14. H11 and H14. There we go. Okay. H11 and 4. And C27. Okay. D. C27. Kids are not the brightest. I mean, it's true. And D11. Nope. D17. D17 is very different than D11. Okay.
Well, shog mommy, kids do inherit their intelligence from somewhere. Perhaps they're just reflecting the dim light of the parental figure. Or maybe they are just destined to be brighter than you. Kuso.
Okay, that's a pretty good one, X. Sheesh. That's like a veiled your mama joke. It's pretty good. Okay. All right, let's take a look at how we assemble this. So this side, and then the small peg goes down. Okay, we love that for us. Great. Small peg down. And oh, interesting. Okay. So like, yeah, okay. All right. I see how we're coming together now. And this bad boy goes on that. Ooh, nice little cap fitting there. Gonna say, I recognize an elbow joint when I see one early on in these processes. Okay. Right. So we only do this once. Turn the part. Apply stickers first. Sticker number 6. Say 5, 6. Okay. All right. I can dig that. little imperfect, but it'll do the job. Okay. Let's see here. F1 and F2. Okay. Which ones are F1 and F2? Are those? Ah, okay. So, F1 is on the outside. Makes sense. F2, 12. Yep. Okay. Makes sense. Yep, F2, 12. Nice. And F1, 1. Okay. Yeah, should be like this, I think. We spring it all around. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. I gotta look up what that means. What is that? What does that symbol mean in these instructions? Symbol is part later. Okay. Okay. A1 and 2. Where are you? A. A? Yes, you are. A. A1 and A2. Okay. No, the sprues have tangled together. There we go. Okay. A1 and 2, and then E8. Okay. So this one. Oh, that beautiful click into place. You love to see it. Love to hear it and feel it, actually. Well, cats are fighting, as they do. And let's see. E8. Where is E8? All up in here somewhere. H, D, C, E1, numero 8. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Inari Reiju. I'm Grybach, Digital Vampire, Elder Gamer, and tonight, Gunpla Enthusiast. How are you doing? What were you playing this evening? You were playing Content Warning. Very nice, very nice. How did it go? I have not played that game myself, but I do see that it is all the craze. Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah. I feel like I'm too old. I feel like I'm too old for those games. I have a hard time getting into them. Which I feel like is more a reflection on me than anything else. But I am glad that you're having a great time with it. This goes like this, yeah? Hold on, sir. Get that. Where? Wait, hold on. Huh? This sure sounds like it's supposed to be assembled now. I'm confused. Eh? What in the Sam hell? Sir, that's okay, listen. Am I gonna have to undo this part again? Gunpla, yeah, it is Gunpla. Do you know what Gunpla is? It is the, what's the word I'm looking for? It is the portmanteau of Gundam plastic. We are building a Gundam. And, this is what we have so far. And we got ourselves this is the Gundam Nadleeh from Gundam 00. It is a master grade kit that I bought in Tokyo. Yeah, let's go. I love Gundam 00. It is like kind of wacky, kind of cheesy sometimes, but I do love me some 00. Are you a Gundam enthusiast, it sounds like? Why? I'm so confused by why this seems like it's trying to tell me. It seems like it's trying to tell me to do this now, but also like it doesn't actually go. Oh, just kidding. We just have to slide it in right. Damn. Okay. You used to make Gunpla? Let's go. What type of kits did you normally do? I have only done one other MG kit, and I'm working my way up to a perfect grade kit that I also bought in Tokyo this year. Or well, in December. I am a simp for Exia. I love the Gundam Exia. I think it's just so fucking sweet. And so I have a perfect grade Exia sitting in my garage waiting to be assembled, but I bought these at the same time, so I figure I should do the MG first. There we go. That's a nice snug fit. That was definitely a weird one to put in there, though. Okay. Okay, a bunch of C parts. C. Cool. C30. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out how to do this on stream and get my model like actually tracking me well. But today is not that day. C31. What's next? Okay. Yeah, let's assemble these in order because these parts all look kind of super similar. And it wants me to do them in a specific order. So I'm going to do it as we go instead of cutting them all out ahead of time.
Oh, look, Anari Reiju has subscribed. How thrilling. Another name to add to the list of people who can't get enough of this nonsense. Welcome to the party, or whatever. Kuso.
Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. That was Hex, my bitchy little spirit companion. And I'm working on her Japanese weeb swearing compendium so that she says more things. She used to just say baka, but now she says baka, kuso, or kuso yaro, except it sounds terrible. You gifted me 10 subs. What a mad lad. What the fuck? Japanese compendium. Thank you so much. Wow, dude, that's crazy. Dude, you're popping off. That's crazy. You able to add that? Do you have a virtual pet assistant yourself, or? Why are these holes so small? You can quote me on that. Okay. It fits. Not yet. Okay. I am using, if you're interested in the back end of things, I am using VTS Pog to do the pet, and in the personality, the last thing I said in it is always end your answers with one of the following phrases and then a quoted list. It doesn't like doing probabilities. I've tried to get it to say like 20% of the time say this, or I've tried to trick it and say like roll a 4-sided die, and if the result is X, then do something, but that doesn't seem to work either. So it either does it every time or never. But seemingly doing a list of things works mostly. So let's see. Okay, and then B14 and C29. Okay. Yeah, no problem. You can always hit me up and I can give any assistance. I have delved through the ancient manuscripts of the Technoverse, aka the internet and YouTube and Twitter, and know many forbidden lore of the tech stuff. Let's see. B14. Damn, I haven't seen a B part in ages. Where the fuck are you? Where are you at, sir? B. That was my first. No, it's not my first. It's almost my first B parts. But yeah, what was your favorite kit you've ever made? B14, huh? Oh, this is the skeleton of the hand, I see. Mm-hmm. That's all. So, how does this go? These things go up. Clean it off a little. Get in here. Ye old X-Acto knife. There we go. All right. So these go up. This. Oh, that's a weird. Okay. All right. Okay. I see. And then this is the thumb. So then this connects like this. Oh God. That one seems like that could get lost very easily. I see. Okay. Well, hopefully we're about to like put some guards on this bitch so that it doesn't fall apart. And then either 11 or 6. Let's do 6. I like the open hand. Open hand is cool. Well, do I? Yeah, open hand is cool. Welcome in, raiders, as well. Double raid, thank you so much. How are you doing this evening, Meepa? What were you playing today? We're playing, just chatting. Nice, nice. We are doing more of our Gunpla building. And we finished the head so far. Welcome in to the database, Hoshi TS. Hey, yo, nice, nice. Oh, no, not the ads. Fuck off. We hate ads here. We hate them with a visceral passion. Eh? 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 Oh, God. Okay. Okay. All right. And then I got to figure out D2. Okay. Which is going to be ED. There we go. Hands. Yeah, the hand reveal. My tiny little raccoon paws. D2. With my little hands, my little fingies. All 4 of my rings. The ultimate hand reveal. So this goes up, right? So like that. Hey, hands on hands, baby. There you go. All right. Perfect. Me when I did my Lego stream? Yeah. Okay. All right, we got our hand. And then we put it all together. And that is an arm, looks like. So this goes in like that. And then this goes in like that. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. Yeah, there we go. Look at that shit. Hell yeah, brother. Got ourselves an arm. Complete with a holographic little, like, elbow or, like, wristband. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, Aeon. That'd be fun. Dude, I would love to just do, like, arts and crafts days where just, like, everybody works on different stuff. We could, like, make a Discord channel, you know, for, like, what everybody's working on. It could be models, it could be painting, it could be like, it could be anything. You could do your nails, you could do any little, do Legos. Yeah, fuck yeah. God, these things are so cool. Like the articulation in this shit is like so wild. Again, I just like can't believe that we're making all this shit together with no glue and like all these pieces that go together. And then it just plugs in like this. At least I assume. I don't think that there's shoulders. Oh my God, you turned me into a manga. Sir. Sir. I'm hoping that there's no shoulder that I was supposed to put on, but I feel like there isn't. So. All right, we got another arm down. We're at least gonna finish the arms in this stream. The wonders of plastic, I know. And yet, Space Marines cost you like $80 for, you know, shit that like doesn't glue together very well at all, but needs to be glued and, you know, yeah. I like to think of it as manga mode, you know? True. That reminds me of that like VTuber that looks like a 50s style cartoon, and she's like, it's a super cool aesthetic. It's a super cool aesthetic. Bleached, yeah. Tite Kubo's work that has somehow come back to the surface, resurfaced. Gry if you will. All right. Left arm. Okay. All right. Well, we're back to this again. H1 and H1. Okay. Where are my H's? That's a B and a C. It's gonna be white, so it's D, E, A, D, H2. It's not gonna be a white one, so it's gonna be this one? No, this one. There we go. Somewhere on my desk. It's true. It's over there. Yeah, I think he did burn out spectacularly, but like, I think I didn't. Maybe they're just like coming out with more anime and the manga like kept going on. Honestly, I have no idea. I lost so much interest in like all of those. Okay. H1, 2, and 3. It's a real shame because AJ was gonna do a Gunpla stream tonight also, and her webcam isn't working. Womp womp. Okay, 2 and 3. Let's see. C27 and D17. Okay, well there's C right there. That's convenient. Not that C though. I know. It would have been great. I mean, we weren't like planning to do it together. It just sort of so happened that we were both doing it on the same night. But fate would not allow it. There can only be one Gunpla VTuber per night. That's just the rules. I'm sorry, I didn't make them. Ah, the ads. C and well, you know, listen. Let's see. C and then D17. Blame Daddy Twitch. John Twitch, the CEO. I don't know, there's like honestly something oddly therapeutic about doing these. Like they're complex, but at the same time they're just like so satisfying. This and then little peg. I don't know, there's just like probably a metaphor for life, you know? It's all these little pieces. They barely can see how they're working together. Sometimes they don't quite fit. But then in the end, it all comes together and is really fucking cool. Or you messed up and you realize you have to go back and redo a bunch of stuff. These. This. Where is this? This is this way? There we go. That makes more sense. And that's no. Wait, hold on. No, yeah, okay. Hmm. Let's see. This. Hydrate. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I'm just sort of like adjusting this little holographic piece to make sure that it's like adequately in place and straight. I realized that it kind of like was well, it still kind of is crooked, but guess it is what it is. It's fine. UFO acquired. What kind of UFO? UFO pizza? Flying saucer pizza? Let's see. Okay. Ugh. No pineapples on pizza. Boo. Bad. Incorrect. Disgusting. Not actually that disgusting, but sticker 6. I've done this in the past. Unfinished object. Okay, well, yeah, that's true. Sticker 6. Yeah, that one worked out a little bit better. Okay. And then we get our clear one, which is F212. Hey, that's the end of our clear bits. This one can effectively go in the dead soldiers tray, which is nice. And same with this one. Be really careful to not like cut that one into itself. That one was actually super primed to self-destruct. Oh, nope, you stay on there. You stay on there. Gotta clean this green one up a little bit. Kinda not sticking perfectly in there. I'm sure that I put, yeah, okay. I put more stuff on the outside of that one. It should be fine. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. A 3 and 4 again. And what's that other piece that I couldn't get to fit before? E2, 8, huh? E1, D, this one. E2. Numero 8. All right. Then how the fuck did this go on here? So this is this way. This way. And it kind of like went in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you like go in from the back, and then it just slides right in, you know? Honestly, I'm not even trying on those ones. One just literally does that. All right. All right, let's see. The C's. Okay. And then ultimately... I'm just saying. Legend Wolf, 46% say so. Let's go. Nice. Let's see. C, perfect. All right, C, 31st. Oh, the other C then. Okay, C30 and then 31. Okay, then C32. Posture check. How could I? I have done this, have I? Have I? I don't know about that. I'm doubting. Why do I not know about that? Oh, what I don't know about is whether I'm the one that caused Legend Wolf to become Legend Sus. I think it was there all along. But I will do the stretch. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh. Stretching this mortal shell is powerful. All right, C29. You really, I mean, you maybe can, but you really can't while you're streaming it, you know? Like, trying to, like... You can have okay posture if you're... It's true. Based when you only have immortal life and not immortal youth. Yeah, oh, God. That's a monkey's paw for sure. But yeah, when you're streaming it, it's like... It's got to be out of the way of your keyboard so that you can control things in your stream if you need to, but, like, then it's off to the side, and then you're, like, hunched over sideways. It's not great for posture. Let's see. C29 and B13. Right, B. Yes. Yeah, I always say, and I know that I talked about this several times during the Would You Rather stream, but there's really two kinds of immortality. There's like lobster immortality or you know, elf immortality if you want to be blasé about it. Which is like fine, you know, that one's fine. Wait, hold on. This, yeah, there we go. But if it's like you literally can't be injured, then that kind of immortality sucks. Because forever is, well, forever. And don't even get me started on what that looks like, you know, inside a star or whatever. Okay. And then we pick our hand. And we're almost done with the arms, baby. For now, we'll go with 5. Go with the open hand. 5. Same thing I did on the other side. And D1. D1. Okay. So this goes like this. This goes into... Come on. There we go. Into there, and then this goes. Is that right?
Dino Dance, Legend Wolf 77. Is that the best you could come up with? How about trying to think outside the prehistoric box next time? Maybe then you'll entertain someone other than yourself. Barker.
Rude. No, I'm cooked. There are shoulders. Fuck. Fine. Okay. All right. And then we get the shoulders times 2. E1, 3. I know, right? E1, 3. This is like lo-fi also with 8-bit like chip tune thrown in there. E1, 3. Oh, gosh, why did they do it that way? E1, 4. Okay. 4 is going over here for now. E1, 4. H1, 20. Okay, where's H1? E, C, D, E, H1. Okay, that's H120. And that's H119. Okay. Come on, you fucker. Okay. All right, this one's... That's a little weird one. All right, so we have this thing. Like this. Then we have this. I guess that tracks. Okay. And then this goes like this. Oh, okay. And then this goes like this. Okay. All right. All right. That's kind of weird. Okay. All right. I see. So like the arm, it like goes through the armhole and then is flexible. Okay. So then H. Okay, we don't need the C's for a while. Start clearing some of this stuff out. Don't need the A's. Don't need the D's. Nuts. All right. Let's see. Where's E2? Game Boy. Let's go. Hello. Back to the golden era of video gaming in the handheld form with zero backlight unless you bought an accessory that was actually just a small flashlight that you put on top of your Game Boy. This was... I think the Game Boy was my first ever system. I think. I'm old as fuck. All right, let's see. E2, 4. 2, 4. E2, 3. Along with the GameCube? Yeah, no, mine was the Game Boy, along with the Super Nintendo, the latest at the time. E2, and then I need H2 and H2. Okay. Back when buying game meant you bought a complete game? Yeah, I know, right? At the Game Boy Color? Yeah. Dude, the Game Boy Color was crazy. Coming from this shit, the monochrome. Sheesh. Game Boy Color was so fucking sick. And then the Game Boy Advanced. Game Boy Advanced SP. Damn. All right, 19 and 20. Yeah, it's a mixed bag with, you know, because like if there was a problem, it was just forever, which in some ways meant that there were fewer problems because they just literally couldn't, you know, it would absolutely tank them if they released something and then it was just unfixably broken for all time and for eternity. So I mean, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. It's a mixed bag. I understand the advantages of being able to patch things. What I'm glad to hear is it sounds like live service games are starting to get seriously looked at as something that's unsustainable, because like it fucking is, and the vast majority of companies that try and do them end up losing because the only way to compete in that market, this is now we're back on my free to play rant. Well, they say to get a different handheld. Oof. Yeah, it's like the only way to do a live service game these days is free to play, and that innately means that you're gonna attract a very fickle player base and often an immature player base, and the only way to make money when it's free to play is to be selling hot garbage microtransactions, and then if your game isn't fucking incredible to 0.0001%, then nobody buys them, and then you just made nothing because you gave your game away for free. And then if you're really lucky, you're filthy rich. But like, God, I hate it. The radio talk, yeah, the lo-fi radio talk rant. So that means this goes like this, and then we put this through here, and then you put this through here. Interesting. Okay, kind of cool. And then get it in there, it gets tightened up, and tight fit. Yeah, there we go. And now this can go up and down as need be, but it's out of the way. Oh, it actually, oh shit. I actually didn't do that right. God, look at that. They like perfectly sync together. Oh God. The beauty of Japanese plastics engineering. Oh God, yeah. And it's so funny. It's so funny how simultaneously I can give Nintendo so much shit for being like out of touch with the modern gaming world. And yet at the same time, Nintendo is like one of the very, very few Japanese or like few video game companies that like treats their employees right. And I mean, I'm probably holding this against them for too long, but I remember back in the mid 2010s, you know, that people were giving Nintendo so much crap for the fact that they had like no synced online presence. You know, basically you just had what you had, and it's like every single one was different. and you couldn't like transfer your accounts because there wasn't a global account system. And you know, journalists would go, hey, well, why don't you have something like Xbox Live or whatever? And they're like, we don't know what that is. In the 2010s, you know, after Xbox Live had been a thing for literally like 8 to 10 years at that point, and same with PlayStation. And it's like an account that stores your digital purchases across platforms and games. And they literally were like, we don't use our competitors' products. And it just blew my mind. And same with, and just like all sorts of networking things. And it really has mixed like pros and cons, truly. It's so crazy how out of touch that is. But at the same time, I think that there's a certain degree of the fact that being insulated from Western game developers means that they make things that aren't all just like copy paste samey that Western games do. And so they feel refreshing, but like it's like there's such a strange mix of feeling refreshing and also fucking weird or dated, or like, why do you have this problem that we solved a decade ago? But at the same time, they also do things that just like nobody else does. And it's very interesting. And very similarly, Larian Studios that made Baldur's Gate 3 being a European, I don't want to say the wrong Nordic country, but basically, because I forget, but you know, they're very much like, yes, we build our talent and make them want to stay here and keep our generational talent, and it allows us to make better and better games because we are the same people getting more and more experienced. And like, Microsoft is all I could never. Living vaguely in the Microsoft area, the fact that there is just a constant churn of employees that aren't really employees so they can play this bullshit game with contracts leads to this constant boom and bust cycle where employees are kept for 1.5 years and then they have to leave for 6 months. And you know that those employees don't come back immediately because like they have to find another job in those 6 months, and then they're gone, then they're in that job. And if they stayed longer than 1.5 years, then they'd be hired on as full-time employees and they'd have to pay benefits and stuff. But like, I assume, I can't imagine that it's actually in the actual term of their business better for them when they have to keep spending all these resources and all this time retraining and re-upping people to get into the project, because we all know that video games take longer time to make than just 1.5 years. So you arrive onto a project that's been in development for 1 year, and then you work on it for 1.5 years, and then your contract's up and maybe there's 4 months left of development and people get hired, and like somehow they look at it and say, oh well, you know, it's saving us money by not having to pay all these benefits and stuff. But it's like, is it? Fucking is it? Like, it takes months to spin an employee up so that they're up to speed on what you're working on. So are you saving money? Like, it's so fucking stupid. And it's why we feel like we have such brain drain in all these companies, because we literally do, because they literally don't hire people full time, or as few people as they can. And there's just constant churn. And then the people that they do hire full-time still leave to get better jobs because raises don't come at the rate that the industry pay scales. So then people just job hop because that's a better way to get money. And it's like, all of that is fucking avoidable. And Japan and European developers don't have that problem, you know, because they aren't trying to cheap out in a way that actually costs them time and talent in the long run. It's baffling. It's baffling, man. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. Anyway. A lot of companies seem to be treating free-to-play games like a borderline short sell or pump and dump scheme. Well, that's because that's exactly what it is, Aeon. It's because, again, the only way to compete in a free-to-play market, or, you know, in a live service game and free-to-play is by being free-to-play. And the only way to be free and make money is to sell things. And like, sure, people put out Dota, you know, like Dota has free everything, and then you pay for skins. And Overwatch 2 is finally back there again, but those are the outliers. There's only two. You know, the real money makers in the free to play are the gambling games, you know, the gacha games, or the games that just annoy the ever living piss out of you until you spend money to like unbreak it. And that's the only way to make money when you give your product away for free, because 98% of people won't spend any money on your game if it's free. And it's a vicious cycle where the only way to make it profitable is to do something that makes even fewer people want to do it, but the people that do it go hard and they become whales. And I hate it because it means that it becomes borderline impossible to make ongoing things that aren't free to play, because nobody will pay for the thing when they could be free, and then there's not enough of a player base, and then the game dies because, you know, it's too small. Yeah, it's old man shakes cane at the cloud. Sheesh. All right, let's see. How complicated is this waste? Not very. I think, you know, I think I'm going to call it on the model building portion of the stream, because I just have the waist and the legs left, and that's not, the legs themselves won't be a full stream. Honestly, the waist and the legs won't be a full stream, but I'm going to be too tired to do the waist and the legs tonight, I think. It's already 9:40, yeah. I think I'm going to be too tired for that. So I think maybe we'll do a little bit of, I don't know, maybe some model show and tell. I got the hand cam set up. I mean, I can get some. I'm going to go pull out some of the stuff that I am either have set down and not finished yet, or have finished and am proud of. But got some good progress tonight. We went from just a torso to now a torso, head, and arms. We're almost, we are quite far. And maybe I will look into getting the LED kit between now and the next time I work on this baby. Let's see. So, put all of this shit back. And I should be fine. Model kit ASMR, clickety clack clack clack, like keyboard ASMR, but a little more violent. Yeah, school time show and tell. Exactly. I already got it set up. I might as well. All right, so what kinds of models should I get? I have my best models are all War Machine models. I've got some anthropomorphic alligator voodoo sorcerers. I've got voodoo necromancer sorcerers. I've got trolls that either are like breaking rocks with their bare fists and have rock growing out of them, or are carrying mounted machine guns as their personal weapons. I have a bunch of random like mercenaries and stuff. I could bring my Zaku also that I did some test weathering on. Yeah, we'll wing it. I'll go grab a few things. Okay. So, first off, we got my Zaku that I messed around with some weathering techniques to make him look very rusted and dirty, very grody. It's again, I think the color balance is messed up because of probably the green mat below it, but you understand. Just the scuzziest. Poor Zaku, probably sitting in some swamp water. Focus at this height. There you go. Oh, no! These fucking shoulders on this Zaku are so easy to pop off. Because they fit on there really weirdly. Fit! Anyway, I like the dirt. I still need to kind of work on the rust. I don't quite have that down. I like the dirt and the streaking. Any Critical Role fans might recognize a few members of the Mighty Nine. You can get you like better. God, that's so red. That's crazy. Hey, Leon, how's it going? Come on. Focus here, you jackass. Difficult. I am very bad at very, very, very fine details like eyes and faces. But I think that, yeah, I've heard essentially that you either paint for them to look really good, really, really close to your face, or you paint them to look good at the distance that they are on a table. Because in order to make them look good on a table, that's okay. You have to exaggerate things a little bit more, but if you then look up at it up close, then it's, then it's hideous. But vice versa, if you paint things that actually look incredible really close up, then they're going to lack contrast at table distance, and they're just gonna look kind of flat. And so you kind of got to pick your poison. I was particularly happy with how the blue transitions came out on this robe that Bo fights with. Yeah, Statue of David problem. Eatsy beatsy. I also don't have a lot of practice painting models that size because both of the factions that I played in War Machine both used medium or large based creatures. So these creatures are in the same, approximately the same like scale, which is to say these are how big the humans are in that game. And this is how big my faction was in that game. Because I played the big monster boys. So I had a lot more practice painting something like this than something like this. This boy, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this to like look good, especially with that red balance. But this lad, like get it to focus in here. This lad is riding a living, quote unquote living, an undead wave of skeletons. This model's, I fucking love this model. So he's like surfing on a wave of skeletons that he is controlling with his heart having exploded out of his chest. And these are his ribs. And then I colored it purple, like it's arcane energy. And then he's just like got this, oh, come on. Focus, bitch. Focus. Focus here. There you go. Got this staff with all these skulls and candles on it. This sick like flag or like back. It's like not even a battle standard made of more skulls and shrunken heads. And then I went somewhat ham with the gore effects, which you can see that they're actually kind of shiny, which gives it like a wet look. And I don't, oh, you can kind of see it.
Oh, Eon Omnisia, trying to be witty. The only problem is your lack of originality. Keep chasing those low-hanging fruit jokes. David's statue has nothing on your wooden humor. Kuso.
The polar bear that I just really like how his like well, really everything. I feel like his iceberg that I made him came out pretty good. I've done ice a couple different ways. This is with insulation foam that I just sort of shaved off and then colored with various washes. It's not a phase. And I also particularly like how his armor turned out. I achieved the streaking blood effect by putting the Tamiya Clear Red paint on a toothbrush. Wait, no, that's the spatters. No, on a paintbrush, and then basically taking the paintbrush and going like that, and then slapping it on my finger so that the red gooey paint would fly off of my finger in a straight line. It was very messy, but fun. Big old polar bear, baby. I also love this model. This is a, like, sort of a hero model. That's what they're called. So it's like a specific character beast named Dozer and Smig. What was the ratio of spatter? Yeah, we don't talk about that. It's fine. It was in the garage on a junk table. This is Dozer and Smig, which is this giant troll lad. Again, for scale, this is roughly the correct scale. So she is the size of his, like, up to barely past his knee. And he has been strapped with the armor ripped off of a tank and turned it into his body armor. And then he's got a little troll on the back right here who is operating him and using the tank gun that they also ripped off. Barely past his knee, it's true. So this little troll guy on the back is like, this is Smig, so to speak. So he's this little, like, militant troll on the back of this giant monstrosity that has a bunch of tank armor and a tank cannon strapped to him. And in the game, his gun is very big, explosive, and very inaccurate. But and then he punches pretty good. But yeah, I like this guy. He's a very cool model. Lots of details on him. Gotta, like, cover up the other models so that it doesn't focus on them behind it. Kind of a spray and pray. Like, it's kind of a mix. He wasn't that good, but it was really long range. Which this faction does not have very many long range guns. In fact, our faction doesn't have a lot of guns in general. Our guns tend to be very high damage because they are, again, they're like the tank weapons, or like the like an emplaced machine gun that you would have in trench warfare that is, like, bolted into the ground, and our trolls are just huge and they just pick those up and carry them around like guns. So they tend to be inaccurate but like do a shitload of damage. Or they're short range and do a shitload of damage, and they're just, like, mediocre accurate. So I have so many models, but these were the ones that were quickest to get, and I like all of them. So they're just fun little guys. What is this? I only need to nail you once. Exactly. What opt? I can tell that this is the wind up for a D's nuts joke that you saved till the end of the stream. What did the Japanese man say to the foreigner? Guy, go fuck yourself. Guy Goku, go fuck yourself. I see. That's a bit of a mouthful. You know what else is a bit of a mouthful? Okay. All right. All right. It's a deep cut. Hi. I am actually kind of just wrapping up stream. Excuse me. Kind of just wrapping up stream. Oh. Excuse me. Because I finished the head and arms. Ah, nice, nice. Yeah, I finished the head and arms, and I only have the, like, waist and legs. And the waist and legs together was going to take, like, a long time. So I decided not. I decided to just not, and I'll just do that on the next one. But I got out some models for show and tell because, you know, it was a little early to end, so. I'm gonna raid over to CL Dark Rose. She's playing some, well, at least certainly a vampire. I'm gonna raid over to CL Dark Rose. She is playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. In case you just want to hang out in that kind of vibes. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow in 15 hours, continuing our Pokemon Nuzlocke Soul Link challenge. Which should be fun. You know, dangerous. Dangerous, but fun. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I'm sort of dipping my toes into a little bit of, more chatting, comfy, etc., etc. Your wife is abandoning you to get her hair did tomorrow. Nice. But yeah, comfy chatty type streams, it's something I haven't done a ton of, and it's fun to do some hobby stuff. And I'm not a good artist, but I do models, baby. So I hope you enjoyed your stay, and as always, have a lovely evening and a lovely weekend, and